Press bakken.
Two. Hold on. Go.
عليك صلى الله يا خير خلق الله والآل والأصحاب والقوم والقوم أهل الله عليك صلى الله يا خير خلق الله والآل والأصحاب والقوم أهل الله يا من له البرهان وخلقه القرآن يا هادي الأكوان يا محمد رسول الله عليك صلى الله يا خير خلق الله والآل والأصحاب والقوم أهل الله والقوم أهل الله.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And welcome to a live by Fusion in Jamaica Foundation. Not just any live, it's a special live. Joining you is Junaid Benjamin, and joining me here from an undisclosed location is Hisham Albertine. Hisham, assalamu alaikum.
Alhamdulillah. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Junaid, how are you doing?
I'm well, alhamdulillah. I'm excited. I'm excited.
What
And
are you excited for?
You know the buzz. You know the buzz. Tell the people the purpose of our live today, why they are watching us.
Alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, everybody. Alhamdulillah, we're coming to you live from the YouTube page of Fusion in Jamaica Foundation. And today, alhamdulillah, on this Friday, the 19th of April, we are extremely excited and proud to announce that our 10th installment, our 10th annual primary school Nasheed competition will be taking place, inshallah, on the 24th and the 25th of May, inshallah. That is the reason why we're here.
Inshallah, amen. And the excitement is real. Not only because it's that time of the year again, not only because we all just came from Ramadan and our spirituality levels are nice and high. Inshallah, we maintained it, and hopefully Allah allow us to maintain it for the rest of the year, inshallah, amen. And you know, for that spirituality to be at the level, sometimes you need a boost.
Yes.
And then Nasheed is a liquor opportunity for a boost.
Yes.
But now it's that time. It's
Yes.
competition time. Primary school, high school, but for now we focus on the primary school.
Definitely.
Now, this edition of the competition, Hisham, can you believe it's the 10 years
Yes,
of the
Allah.
Fusion in Jamaica Foundation primary school Nasheed competition.
Ya salam. You know what? Speaking about 10 years, no? 10 years, it sounds like a very long time, but 10 years goes by so quickly. We're in 2024 now. 10 years ago was 2014. That was my second year in the high school Nasheed competition. And it doesn't feel like a distant memory. It feels like something that happened yesterday.
Yeah.
But getting back to 10 years, you know what 10 years means? I was thinking about it. And 10 years for me means that it's 10 years of influence in the community.
Yeah.
Specifically at this point, it's 10 years of influencing the youngsters, the primary school learners. 10 years of giving an alternative to the parents of these learners, to the learners themselves, and even to the friends and the family members of these learners themselves.
Yeah.
10 years of bringing some positive change, or trying to bring positive change via Nasheed competition.
Yeah.
So it's a big milestone, alhamdulillah. 10 years of primary school Nasheed competition. It's amazing.
It's definitely amazing. And if we look back to, or if I look back to my time, like on primary school, I don't know, I wasn't involved in Nasheed, like I wasn't blessed with the opportunity that these youngsters have because of the Fusion Foundation.
Yes.
Like from a young age, you get the opportunity to praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And it's beautiful. I mean, then it takes us also to the ability that they have. Because Isham, I was 8 years old, 9 years old, trying to play soccer. I couldn't kick a soccer ball straight.
Yeah.
But here you have children of that same age
Yes.
doing amazing things vocally.
Correct. No. You know, Junaid, I always look at it from a point where I look at these youngsters, right? I looked at a specific group at the primary school Nasheed competition last year. I'm not going to mention any names, but I looked at a specific group, and I spoke to somebody this afternoon. There was one specific soloist from this particular group that wowed me. Listen, I love being on the stage. I love expressing myself on stage.
Yeah.
I love singing Nasheed. I love singing in general.
Yeah.
But this boy came out, and I think he's probably grade 3 or grade 4. Very small, but he had the biggest heart on the night. He had the biggest personality on the stage. He owned the stage.
Yeah.
He owned the crowd. He owned the Nasheed that he was rendering.
Yeah.
And he spoke, you know, ulama say that if we need to, with the rendition of our Nasheed, we need to speak from heart to heart. And that is exactly what he did.
Yeah.
He captured us not only because of the fact that he's a young boy, but because of the fact that he's singing this Nasheed, he's performing this Nasheed with all that he's got.
Yeah.
And getting back to your point of the ability, ya salam, this little boy's ability, it was just unparalleled on the night. And alhamdulillah, this is the case with all the schools.
Yeah.
They all have this special talent that they are portraying to the schools, which is amazing, and it gives motivation to the other schools as well.
Yeah.
And the upcoming children that are not even part of Muslim schools, it gives that motivation to them. So alhamdulillah, it's mind blowing.
Definitely,
It's amazing.
Definitely. Sisha, before we move on, I think we need to remind the people when the competition takes place.
Yes.
And that is, don't correct me because I did remember.
Yes.
These are the dates you need to make a note of, remember it, whatever you need to do. You need to make yourselves available for the 24th and the 25th of May, because that is when the Nasheed is, the Nasheed competition, MAF, is taking place.
Yes.
Where is it taking place though?
Yes.
That I forgot.
Yes, and just to add to that, 24th of May 2024, inshallah, both shows will start at 5 p.m. sharp at the Cape Town City Hall.
Yeah.
And the tickets goes for 150 Rand each, which is now live. You can also get combo tickets, which means for both shows at 270 Rand, inshallah. You can get your tickets from the participating schools as soon as Monday, inshallah.
Inshallah.
So
Ameen.
yes.
And then again, if you are parents and your child is competing, or if you're a sibling and your brother or sister are competing, go support them. Like when I was small, nothing made me happier than seeing my parents there at an event.
Yes.
That it goes a long way for your
Yes.
child or for your sibling. If they're younger than you, they look up to you. So do make that
Yes.
effort, inshallah.
And on that point of support, Junaid, just something that is extremely important that we have to bring in here is our theme.
Yes.
Our theme, which is connecting hearts, alhamdulillah, this theme goes very deep. It goes much deeper than what we can actually fathom. Alright? So connecting hearts to what? Connecting our hearts to one another.
Yeah.
Connecting our hearts to Allah. That comes first.
Yeah.
Connecting our hearts to Allah. Connecting our hearts to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And connecting our hearts to being happy for each other, and like you said, supporting each other.
Yeah.
So our theme, we need to make a big fuss about this.
Definitely.
Connecting hearts, alhamdulillah, we are going to boost this, and we are going to show a lot of support for this, and we are going to make a big thing about connecting our hearts to one another, so that we can be happy for each other, purely be happy for each other, for the sake of Allah, and for the sake of being there for each other, and literally really connecting with each other, inshallah. So that is our theme for this year, and I just feel like there's something special in the air because we have such a special theme, and it's on the 24th and the 25th of May, and bringing in the fact that it's 10 years of primary school Nasheed competition, it's going to be something big. It's going to be mind blowing.
Definitely. Also, inshallah, I mean, it definitely will. Like you said, you can feel it. It's in the air. And like, given the talent and what we saw, do you know what? Every year, the talent just improves.
Yes.
Just improves. And based on what we saw last year, we can expect amazing things from these students.
No, definitely. And for the boys, the defending champions, Al Azhar Primary, I mean, they showed us last year what it's all about, and they showed us what level the primary school Nasheed competition needs to be on. you know, some people, they have this idea that, you know what, primary school is manetsu. But it's actually not manetsu and manetsu because there's people that come from other countries or people that watches on our streaming platforms, on Hilal TV, they watch the competition and they're like in awe for the fact that this rendition of the primary school learners the level is so high that they cannot even believe that it's actually primary school learners. So alhamdulillah, it's out of this world for a lack of a better term.
Yeah, no, definitely. Habibia, the primary, the girls, they won the girls competition.
Okay, yes.
Amazing. I mean, you know already, the harmonization, like if you look at where Nasheed was as a whole 10 years ago, maybe vocally,
yes.
I feel like those levels are like the same.
Yes,
and for primary schools to produce like levels of music like that, it's amazing, alhamdulillah. And then also I want to get back to the connecting arts because that goes a long way.
Yes.
It sounds so small, but wallahi it isn't. Because I want to tell you, Sham, last year we were backstage and there was a primary school performing.
Yeah.
Now it's competition, we understand that, but also we must try to compete with each other to be better in the deen. Maybe you're singing and you competing because everybody's praising Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Maybe you want Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to hear you first.
Yes.
You know, maybe that's what love makes you do crazy things.
Yes.
And the youngsters and their hearts, I feel like it's connected to each other and it's going to connect even more.
Yeah.
Because like I was saying earlier last year, a school was competing and a group of boys from another school were watching them.
Yeah.
And you know what I found amazing is that sense of competition, like how it usually is, it's not like that.
Yes.
It's literally friendly competition because they were looking at them also like in awe, just saying, "Wow, the school is amazing, mashallah," and things like that. And when you see that, you really feel that it is making a difference.
Yes,
it's making a huge difference.
The theme of connecting hearts is actually coming through.
Yes.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
And it's always, and I just want to take a minute to like just state that the Fusion Foundation has been connecting hearts for years now, for 10 years of khair, more than 10 years of khair and barakah, bringing people into the communities with things like the Quran drives and giving students pizzas and Eid clothes as well with the Eid clothes drive. It's amazing. These are things that maybe changes their lives for the moment and it translates into changing their lives for the rest of their lives.
Yes.
It's amazing, mashallah, and wow.
Alhamdulillah. So before we move on to the next segment of the live, just to recap, number one, it's 10 years of primary school Nasheed competition. Number two, diarize the 24th and the 25th of May 2024. Both shows will be starting at 5 o'clock sharp, and you can get your tickets at 150 Rand each, or you can get a combo ticket, which means for both shows at 270 Rand at any of the participating schools. Yeah. We're now going to go through who the participating schools are for the 10th annual primary school Nasheed competition for this year.
I wanna do something, Isham. Come here, let's go back and forth. We see who can name the most competing primary schools in a round. And then if we forget, you know, we're human. We don't have great memory. We have the answers over there.
Yes.
Answers are all over there. Afterwards, we can check it.
Yes.
You want to go first or must I go first? Don't look.
Okay, you can go first. You can go first.
Okay, Al-Azhar Primary.
An-Noor Educational Center.
Yo, Ikhlas Nia.
Darul Islam Primary.
Christian Primary.
TLC Hyde Park.
Yo. Mohammedia Primary, my former primary school. No bias.
Ik is etiquette.
Give
us the proper list.
Okay, so the participating schools for the Nasheed competition for primary schools of 2024 is Al-Azhar Paul, An-Noor Educational Center, Crescent Primary, Cape Quran Academia, Darul Islam Primary School, Habibia Primary, Muhammadiyah Primary, TLC High Park, and Ikhlas Nia Primary.
MashaAllah, that's 9 schools. Amazing. And I just want to, I think we got like 7. Just to take it back to the top, what we have to note is that the Fusion in America Foundation has made a huge impact in the community. And not just in Cape Town, but I don't know if you guys heard the first name that came up. The first name that came up was Al-Azhar primary in Paul.
Paul.
All the way in
That's
Paul.
far.
I mean, that's super far.
It's 1,000 rand
For
petrol.
such youngsters to want to be part of such an amazing event of connecting hearts and changing lives and just being part and parcel of things that's going to change their character and change their lives for the rest of their lives. To come from so far, subhanallah, Al-Azhar Primary Paul, we really take our hats off for them, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Sure.
So now just to move on, what we also note from the primary school competition, for myself now, right? I didn't, as I said earlier, I didn't get the opportunity to partake or to participate rather in the primary school competition because I was at the non-Muslim primary school, but I didn't know about Nasheed right that time. I only found out about Nasheed, as you know, in 2013. It was my first time. I was in grade 10, I think, and that was when I found out about Nasheed for the first time. And wow, I can tell you it made a big difference in my life. That time, in that specific year, I was very much interested in Netherlands and all this other stuff. But had it not been for my parents to tell me, listen, this is not for you, man. Let's just find something else. Or they didn't even tell me, let's find something else. I just, alhamdulillah, Allah put something there and it was Nasheed. So alhamdulillah, what I can say is of the level of Nasheed from the primary school compared to the high school, it's not like this. It's not like this isn't the gap anymore. The gap is literally like this. It's literally a level playing field where any primary school on the day can come out and compete with any high school on the day. That is just the reality of it.
It is.
And that makes it so much more exciting. And you know what? Besides the competition and the excitement and all these things that comes with the level of Nasheed, it is that sense of connection that is being built between the primary school competition and the high school competition. That is something that you can't buy anyway. You can't bribe anybody for it. It's just something that is created in the air. And therefore we've chosen that specific theme once again, connecting hearts. And that is just something that we need to try our utmost to just implement in our lives, is to be happy for one another, to support one another, to motivate one another. Because my rendition is not going to be the same as yours. Your rendition is not going to be the same as mine. But because we support each other, we might get a similar feeling from it. We might get the same reward from it. You understand what I'm saying? So connecting hearts is extremely important for the 10th annual installment of the primary school Nasheed competition on the 24th and the 24th of May at 5 o'clock at the Cape Town City Hall, inshallah.
Inshallah, ameen. And you know, it's not only about connecting like other hearts, it's connecting the hearts of the listener to Allah and Rasulullah sallallahu through Nasheed. Because, before I was into Nasheed, guess what I wanted to become? Guess, take a wild guess.
I think maybe you wanted to be one of the guys behind the puppets on the puppet shows.
But there was a point, but also I wanted to be a rapper, like full blown. Rapper, MC Juju. That was my name. And then like similar to you, just I came across Nasheed in high school, and it was actually the Fusion in Jamaica Foundation High School Nasheed competition that I went for the first time. I think that time it was at Bergfleet. And then I went, and the feeling that these Munshideen give you in your heart, it's spectacular. It's amazing. There's nothing like it. So inshallah, come the 24th and the 25th of May to City Hall and experience that for yourself. You'll experience, as they say, the poets, they term it as ecstasy. And it's ecstasy in the praise of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Rasulullah sallallahu through the performances of these young Munshideen, inshallah.
You know what? Can I add another exciting point to that point that you just made now? This primary school competition, right? Some people have this idea of, you know what, it's just a primary school competition. I'm just gonna go there to support my child, man. My child's gonna do their best on the day. I'm just gonna support them. But you know what? It actually goes much further than that. You know why I'm saying this? Because on board with us, the Fusion in Jamaica Foundation, we have Hilal TV. And you know what Hilal TV is doing? Hilal TV is creating that platform for these youngsters. I'm not talking about big people. I'm talking about these youngsters Hilal TV is creating that platform for them to showcase their talents to the world.
Yes.
I mean, there isn't any youngster or any primary school child that gets the opportunity to go on a stage and his talent is being showcased to the rest of the world. Now, what I was saying earlier about people from different countries watching the live stream on Hilal TV, on YouTube, on Facebook, on these different platforms. I mean, this is something that wasn't done in the past.
Yeah.
It wasn't prevalent in the past. So Alhamdulillah, we have Hilal TV on board, and Hilal TV is going to make sure that these talents are not missed, man.
Yeah.
Because we want to make sure that with Connecting Hearts, we are also showcasing talent. While we're showcasing talent, we are advertising that, you know what, our country, South Africa, we can also produce top artists.
Yes.
We can also produce people of that caliber that's able to influence and motivate and support other people in their ventures and creating positive alternatives.
Yes.
So Alhamdulillah, Hilal TV is on board. We are thrilled by the fact that we have Hilal TV on board with us, the Fusion in America Foundation, to make sure that this competition, this primary school competition, the 10th annual primary school Nasheed competition is going to be boosted, inshallah. But you know what? I think before we go further, we can't talk the whole time.
That's the other thing.
It's not fair. It's not fair towards everybody who tuned into this YouTube live.
Yeah.
We have to do something. Alright, so I think maybe we can just do a Nasheed just for 1 minute.
Yeah, definitely.
At least 1 minute.
I think
inshallah.
maybe Cameroon.
Bismillah.
Bismillah. You can start, inshallah.
ما لي من عين إن لم تحببك ما لي من عقل إن لم يدرك ما لي من قلب إن لم يحببك يا رسول الله سلام عليك عينه سوداك حيلا طلعة هذه جميلة بسمة سامي جميلة بسمة سامي جميلة قدره فوق العوالي قمر سيدنا النبي قمر وجميل سيدنا النبي وجميل. Alhamdulillah, we are a couple of minutes away from Maghrib. And we're now going to have to wrap up our live session, alhamdulillah. What I just do need to mention is firstly a recap. 25th of May, 2024, 5 o'clock at the Cape Town City Hall. Get your tickets now from participating schools as soon as Monday. Or you can get a combo ticket. You can get a combo ticket at 270 Rand, inshallah. And the second announcement that I would just like to make is that from the coming week, inshallah, we will be doing, our media team, our production team, we will be doing visits to every single participating school to make sure that they get the best experience, so that we give the audience the best experience, inshallah, so that we can make sure that Hilal TV showcases to the world, inshallah, that they have this extraordinary talent that's going to make sure that the rest of the world sees their talents on this platform, inshallah. We hope to see everybody there connecting hearts with us on the 24th and the 25th of May at the Cape Town City Hall. See you there, inshallah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.